Hello, Helldivers, Thornton here, and today we're going to be talking about different types of progression systems coming to Helldivers 2. Everything from level cap, ship customization, and so much more. But without further ado, let's jump into today's topic.
There are some new rumors coming out about new armor customization and recolors. Johan Pilstedt, who was the former CEO did do that Reddit question and answer thread on Discord the other day, and someone actually asked, as a big fan of the black and yellow OG armors, will we get some of the versions with the engineer perk at some point? And he did let us know the team is working on a color mod system, same as vehicle patterns for armors, and we have a first-hand look at a lot of them actually in the game, as you can see here, that have actually been found in the game files and posted on the Discord leak archive. Now this is pretty interesting because it does look like that is something that will be coming in the near future. In fact, it's not just data mine information. There are a ton of stuff in here that show recolors and different shaders that were actually found in the game themselves. If you enable mods, you can actually go ahead and put them on, but they are in the game files themselves. You can see a couple of the images here, and it's not just the helmets, the body armors also come with it. And this is a lot of work for a dev team to do if they don't plan on implementing it. And there's some really cool color combos. This is one of my personal favorites right here, and would love to see this come to the game. Here's that some of our supplies can actually get patterns, but the next up would actually be recolors of coming skins. The question is it going to be part of war bonds in the future under the title patterns, or are these going to be things that are complimentary put into the game, or something that we actually have to spend super credits to go ahead and do, or just buy brand new ones overall? They've been doing a lot of stuff like this very recently. We did get the new weapon customization, which was absolutely phenomenal, but alongside that in the data mine files right around that time, Iron Sights found a level cap increase, so let's talk about it. We have been waiting for some new stuff to do in the game if you've been capped out at, your resources for a while, or your level at 150, and thanks to Iron Sights, we have a pretty good look at, well, a new level cap increase coming. He let us know that the levels in the API now go up to 200 rather than 150, and well, this is pretty interesting, but the question is, are we going to get more stuff alongside, well, just a number going up? And the answer seems to be yes, a resounding yes. Since the game has been out for a little over a year now, a lot of people have reached max level, their samples are all maxed out, or they get maxed out after very short times. Super credits you can actually get pretty easily in game, which I think is actually a great feature. And everyone's got all their modules unlocked on the ship. That being said, it looks like we might be getting a ship upgrade very soon. When they announced the new controller, the Helldivers 2 special one, they actually showed a sneak peek of a bunch of different tier 6 ship modules. And I'll go ahead and show them here. You can see a bunch of them. Now, some of them seem a little confusing. You're like, I kind of already have seen this. Well, the one big thing is they all seem to have flags on them now. I'm not sure what the flags exactly mean, but they are a tier 6 of the ship upgrade system. And this is something that I think would be really fantastic and added in very quickly to Helldivers that would give us a lot to go on. Now, it was posted in the Discord about where are they going to be finally put into the game. It's been forever since new modules were released, and these are the last leaked ones. And Too Lazy said there are either two issues going on. They're having problems with coding and balancing, which is probably doubtful because it doesn't seem that hard to put in new modules, or they're waiting to release them when they release the full Illuminate army. Now, as you have noticed that in the most recent patch, there has been a lot of stuff found in the in-game files. Iron Sights, for instance, showed us this right here with the Illuminate warp gate, which seems much more complete than any prior version we've seen. I'm pretty excited for this. Along with that, on his Discord, Astro, another data miner, went ahead and showed us photos that are built from prefabs of the game files. They're a collection of props. They're using the stamping of POIs and outposts, and he actually let us see some of the Illuminate outposts. What's interesting about most of the images that you're going to see here is it does look like there are new enemy types for certain areas on it. Along with that, there are human remains scattered around on the map, and one of them even has like this little fuel tanker thing. I'm not sure if that's a human thing / Super Earth's Helldiver remain, or if it's going to have something to do with the Dark Fluid Harvester. As most of you know, there is going to be the Dark Fluid Harvester, which is going to be an objective that does deal with, well, the Illuminate in the very near future. Iron Sights went ahead and rendered this one out. It looks pretty cool. I am hoping that it does tie into the black hole collapse and that cargo truck we've talked about before, which seems the most logical. Now, that's not confirmed, but it does seem to be a little bit more logical. We only have a few different types of Illuminate enemies. It is kind of important to go ahead and add in more progression systems. Don't get me wrong, I do like the fact that, you go up to level 150 and to 300 would, I guess, double it, but it's just a number at the end of the day going up, which does make that little serotonin boost in your brain go off. That being said, those new ship modules would be absolutely great, and there's a lot of cool stuff that's probably going to come with it. We went over a long time ago that a science officer was actually data mined in the game. This is the model right here, and with those upgrades, it'd be cool if we got a science officer, and it allowed us to do even further customization in the game. Iron Sights actually said there are multiple ship customization options. Right now, it's probably only a dev thing, happening, but it makes sense that eventually we'll be seeing it, especially with clans coming into the game. You can actually go ahead though and see right here that there is a ship customization texture, which allows for the concept of new stuff to come in, especially when that clan stuff drops, because it's been pretty much confirmed right now that there will be a station in orbit around your current planet where you'll be able to actually use certain stratagems like a nuke that will be coming in the future that will use clan stratagems. There wasn't too much more info Ironsides could share about it, but it is pretty interesting. It has probably something to do with the tactical nuclear warhead, although at this point it could be scrapped. It was a stratagem that originally was designed to use super credits on. You spend credits and you launch a nuke. That's pretty interesting. We haven't seen a whole lot of pay to win stuff in this game, but it is PvE, so it isn't out of the realm of possibility. Luckily, there's no PvP component where pay to win would be very bad. Now, there's also some other interesting stuff with clans coming in, such as there seems to be a function for arm wrestling. This is going to be a little mini game. It's not too complicated. You just spam your button and you try to outdo the stamina on your opponent. I don't think it's going to be an absolute game changer for this game, but I do like the fact that Arrowhead is experimenting with little fun ways to just make the galaxy and the universe feel more alive and more of a sense of camaraderie with your teammates and more. Now, like I said, platoons and clans, this is something that everyone should pretty much be aware of because this stuff was made very public. It was leaked all over the internet at this point, and it basically is going to be a clan system very akin to what we see in other games. You'll be able to go ahead and orbit planets and use clan stratagems, as Ironsides let us know, and hopefully when we get this is where the ship customization will actually come in. Now, there is also some other interesting stuff that was talked about. As you can see from this image right here, there are a bunch of armor sets and they have purple, blue, and gold/orange around them, and then one that doesn't have any. This is because apparently armor rarities are very much a thing that we could be seeing coming into the game in the near future. It is interesting as you can find super credits in game, so it's not the most pay to get the items thing ever. You could just grind it out, which is a system a lot of other games do. So overall, there's a lot to break down and digest with that, but now we're gonna go ahead and hop into the community clips. Remember to hit me up on Thorn and Smash on Twitter to go ahead and submit some of your guys' own clips, and I'll go ahead and include them in the video. But without further ado, let's roll it.
Tactical asset near your position.
L-bomb armed. Clear the area.
Reload.
Dropping item.
Allied destroyer joining squadron. Deploying Helldiver.
Let me know down below, guys, what are your thoughts on Helldivers 2, adding a level cap increase, more customization, and also don't forget to check out this video right here, where I cover more news on Helldivers 2 on the daily. Until next time, everyone, thanks for stopping by, and keep spreading managed democracy.